bright and shiny morning right here in the beautiful city of Lagos. And after the weekend, I guess it's time to get back into the game, into the grime of life. And starting this Monday with an entire week ahead of us, we've got just the right mix for you.
Yes, so, and that mix has Mexicano in it.
Yes.
Well, anything Mike touches these days, I don't know, it just used to shine. I don't know. Hey, how's it going? Wow.
Morning, the last Monday month of March. How are you guys doing?
We're all right, man. We're good. We're good.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. Set to go.
Hopefully you've had an eventful weekend, rewarding weekend, and of course rewarding month, as it's expected to be. We would definitely be making every single minute count, as always, on today's edition of your premium breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria.
You bet. Welcome and good morning. It is going to be another Magic Monday. And as always, it is time to motivate you, make dreams and goals happen, and do the impossible. Go forth, is what I say.
All Mondays need just a little bit more coffee, of course, a lot more mascara, or should we say eyelashes?
Mascara, I like to use the one that's just thin around the edges.
I beg you, lashes, fluffy ones, on fleek, as they used to say. Great things are done by a series of small things that we bring all together. So don't stop now. It might look tough, but there's light at the end of that tunnel.
Oh, yes. She is Titilayo Onisa.
And he is Mazino Appeal.
Nice.
Remember.
Jinx.
Exactly.
We're sinking. It's okay. Ladies first, you go.
You need to use that hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC across all social media platforms. Be a part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian TV.
Yes. You can also watch us live from absolutely anywhere you might be across the world through our mobile app that you can download from Google Play Store or on iOS. And please follow us. We want you guys to be in our timelines. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC, like we say. And also the handle is at TVC Connect on all social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything.
Of course. I think there's even TikTok now. I think there's.
I'm not yet used to it, but I'm going to get there.
We will. Let's see what we have in store for our lovely viewers this morning.
Yes, indeed. Glory is a LinkedIn visibility coach and lead consultant at the Inspired by Glory Academy, where she teaches mid-senior level career women how to build visibility and establish a tough leadership on LinkedIn so they can get the recognition that they deserve, earn more money, and climb the corporate ladder. And she is going to be with us today. We're going to be discussing the very interesting stuff on the couch.
Visibility when it comes to climbing. That's what she's talking about today. And on tech, we get the latest updates. We need you to stay and check it out with us. When it comes to gadgets, we have something for you tech whizzes out there. Ajogu Boluatife Vincent is known popularly and professionally as Major Hey J. Now, he's an Afro-mix Nigerian songwriter, pianist, and drummer. Now, his love for music started at an early age, and he's going to be performing his song, Terminator.
Come with me if you want to.
Now, Cart Deals was founded in 2014 by Oladuni Ayoride. Now, they've carved a niche for themselves in the fashion industry, and now they have something brand new coming out as well, something that you've probably never heard of. Now, we're going to be speaking with her a little later on the SME segment. Hi, guys.
Happy last Monday, everybody.
Last Monday of the weekend.
Yeah.
What a weekend. Mike is just admiring himself.
No, I'm just trying to look at it. Actually, it is dress I'm actually looking at.
Aww.
Okay, don't make it weird.
Wow.
Just,
it's weird
no,
because...
Just say thank you, just move on. Just
it's
very
very
nice.
take it from 0 to 100.
Yes.
Mike, so you're
calm
scared.
down.
You're scared to compliment her.
You look okay. Just
What?
No,
I don't know what I did
don't know.
wrong.
I kind of love when I see female dresses with these mini capes or something.
Yeah.
But they look like super women when they dress.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's still a month of March. So
Probably, it is.
So I'm not exactly Superman, but I'm the dynamite woman. So you know,
100. In any
Meanwhile,
case, how was your weekend? Mine was regular until I got really angry at this patrol attendant. I don't know if you guys have noticed it. Something's been happening. Since we can't track the amount that we're spending on petrol anymore because of the varying prices and different stations, they're taking advantage of us. They're not clearing those numbers before they're pumping into our tanks.
Wow.
Twice consecutively now.
I've
almost been swindled. And this last time on Saturday, I actually went off on this poor lady. I pity her after because I'm like, I know you wanted to steal from me, but I still have a bit of conscience, and I felt so bad for her because I made a scene.
Wow.
It was.
You helped yourself and other people.
I guess I did, but I was really, really.
She would, it'll, you know, before she does it again,
register.
she will think of something. You know, this happened. I just went to a filling station. I just studied this thing.
Yeah.
I said, my ATM is not dispensing. No, wait, let me just go there. I'm coming back. Oh, man, the next station.
You know the interesting thing, because of this issue, I always go to the same filling station now, and it's the one that I trust the most. I'm just hoping they don't ever, give me issues there. But there's one filling station that gives me the most fuel for the right amount of money,
Your routine must be impeccable. Welcome to the news. My name is Mazino Appeal. We begin in Nigeria with the ongoing investigation into the reported attack and attempted murder on the governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom. A special investigation task force set up by the Inspector General of Police, IGP Mohammed Adamu, has arrived at Makurdi, the Benue State capital. The team, led by DCP Abba Kiari, consists of operatives from the Tactical Investigation Unit of the Force Intelligence Bureau and other experienced crack detectives with specialized competencies in crime scene investigation and reconstruction, ballistics, fingerprints, analysis, and other core areas of forensics. The team is expected to take over and consolidate all ongoing investigation into the incident. Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police has charged the team to be professional, thorough, and clinical in their investigation. They are expected to liaise and work with the Benue State Police Command and other relevant members of the law enforcement community to ensure that they deliver on their mandate. And still on security, it's in a bid to combat crime. Operatives of the Nigerian police force have arrested 16 suspects in connection with a series of violent attacks and unprovoked attacks on security operatives and facilities in some states of the Federation, particularly the southeastern part of Nigeria. Now, this was contained in a statement signed by the Force Public Relations Officer CP Frankenba, who says the arrest is in an outcome of painstaking efforts by operatives of the Niger Police working in collaboration with their counterparts from the Nigerian Army and the Nigerian Air Force, and is aimed at bringing to justice persons responsible for the emerging trend of attacks on security personnel. The suspects were arrested in various parts of the country following sustained and intelligence-driven sting operations. A total of 9 AK-47 rifles, 5 other sophisticated firearms, 17 AK-47 magazines, 549 AK-47 live ammunition, 10 improvised explosive devices, camouflage bulletproof vests, walkie-talkies, and other incriminating items were recovered from the suspects. Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, has reiterated that the force will not tolerate any further attack on its personnel or any citizen by any individual or group under any guise whatsoever. He stressed that no murderer will go unpunished. And in Borno, the transmission company of Nigeria, TCN, says that 2 towers along the Damaturu-Maiduguri 330 kVA transmission line have been vandalized by insurgents. Now, this is coming a few days after the transmission company of Nigeria made concerted efforts to restore power to Maiduguri, the Borno state capital, 2 months after the first incident. The incident, which occurred at about 5:56 a.m. earlier yesterday, again cut power supply to Maiduguri and its environs. This time, the insurgents chain-bombed 2 other towers, T152 and T153, along the same line. TCN says it will continue to do all that it can to ensure power supply is restored to the affected areas. And outside Nigeria now, in Indonesia, a suspected suicide bomb attack outside a Catholic church in the city of Makassar has left at least 14 people wounded. Police said an explosion happened as 2 people tried to enter the church on Palm Sunday, the first day of Easter. A destroyed motorbike and body parts were found at the scene, and police said the 2 attackers had died. Militant Islamists have attacked churches in the past, but no group has yet said it was behind the bombing. Religious Affairs Minister Yekuk Chilik Kwamas condemned the attack and urged police to increase security measures at places of worship. The explosion happened at about 10:30 local time at the end of a service for Palm Sunday. Police said at least 14 people were injured, including the church officials who stopped the attackers from entering the ground of the cathedral. The blast happened by the church side entrance. Footage from security cameras showed fire, smoke and debris being blown into the middle of the road. Macassa Mayor Danny Pamanto said that if the explosion had happened at the main entrance, it would have led to far more casualties. Gomar Gultam, head of the Indonesian Council of Churches, said the attack on people celebrating Palm Sunday was cruel. He urged people to stay calm and trust the authorities. Churches have been targeted in the past by extremists in Indonesia, the world's biggest Muslim majority nation. It for the news.
All right, then. The guys are back on the couch. So,
just before we talk about that very interesting discussion, Holy Week, yeah?
Holy Week,
yes,
of
it did.
course.
So,
Yeah, Palm Sunday, right?
Week.
Yeah, Holy Week.
It starts from the Sunday
Sunday,
before?
yes, Sunday,
Okay.
yes. Palm Sunday.
So what can't you do through the week?
There's a lot. So back in Orthodox churches, of course, throughout Lent, you can't say hallelujah, you can't be boisterous, you can't be...
Okay, so it's just solemn, just be solemn.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
you can't take meat, you know, you have to fast from meat and all these other things.
Yeah.
It's more or less like a time
So I guess you're going to break all of that, you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've already said hallelujah.
Meat, it depends. It's assume meat.
Wow, Mike.
You were going to talk about something very interesting.
Yeah,
just
so
then.
there was a conversation happening, you know, internally. You know how WhatsApp group conversations get out of hand. I know that you've just hit a milestone.
Big 40, yes.
Last week, or is it last week, right?
Last week, yeah.
And, you know, there's another member of staff
Who's about to hit the big 40.
Yes, he's just about to. And he's been making some changes in his life, you know.
I'm going to call him out. Olamide is
I'm
our
not
senior
gonna do
producer here, and he's a very nice guy, always politically correct, always nice to everybody. But lately, he's been experiencing, or he's been making some changes to his, you know, physical appearance. He's got golden hair one week, then it's a bit much more golden, and then today it's all white.
Yeah.
All silver and everything. And I said to him this morning, are you sure you're not going through a midlife crisis? Because I know I am.
Oh,
What
wow.
is
So how do
midlife
you know
crisis?
you are?
What is
Yeah,
midlife
exactly.
crisis?
Midlife crisis is that time in people's lives when they start making changes to how they look because they want to look much more youthful. Some people regret things or choices that they've made in the past. Some people will say they haven't made enough changes or they haven't gotten where they want to get to, or you know, people just are very negative about getting older.
Is it about age?
It mostly is
It's
about
about aging.
Because
I mean,
about aging, exactly. For most people, it starts from the age of 45 to 65. But in Nigeria, we know things are very different. So it starts much more earlier. Titi was telling about how women in Nigeria...
Yeah, so I think women in Nigeria, from when they hit 30, 32, yeah, they start thinking about, you know, some things. So I know that it happened to me.
Really?
I know
You've
that
been through midlife crisis?
No, I know that it happened to me. I started making some changes. So I started wearing more colors. I started thinking about my outward appearance more. You know,
Bigger eyelashes.
Yeah, well, hey, the eyelashes look good. And then I started taking care of myself a
midlife
lot
crisis.
more. Yeah.
Man, I don't know. So I actually wanted to go check exactly what it
I
means.
sent it to you. I said it to everybody.
A transition of identity and self-confidence. Transition.
Yeah,
Yes.
transition.
Doesn't
yeah.
necessarily mean a loss.
No.
No.
So some people feel like it's a loss, a transition. So yeah, the midlife crisis.
Have you hit it, do you think? Do you think you're going to hit it?
Man, I don't know, because the way things to do now, some crises are, there's quarter life crisis, maybe midlife, maybe three-quarter crisis.
Yeah.
But some people, the crisis is almost every time. But something that you mentioned quite, you see, you get to a point where, look, I'm not where I used to be before.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you see some younger people, and that's why you start telling them that you will get old one day. That's part of midlife crisis.
I tell Titi that all the time.
When you start telling younger people, see,
Yeah.
it's not forever. You will not.
But then again, it makes you think that you should enjoy the time you have.
True.
So that's why people that haven't, maybe when they were younger, they didn't get to do some things.
That's
They
very
want to
relative.
do them now.
That's
Very
very
relative,
relative.
it is.
Titi, I don't think there's anything I didn't do while I was young.
Are you sure?
I don't think
No,
there's
it's
anything.
Mazino.
I lived my dream.
Mazino did everything.
I
That
lived my
guy.
dream.
Okay.
You know, but
This
I
guy.
still hit a point where I'm like, man, is it that I missed what I used to do, or there's stuff that I think I still haven't done? There's still a lot I want to do.
There's some things your parents just told you never to do that you just want to do sometimes. Like, for instance, my mom almost freaked out when I cut my hair. I cut my hair like 2 years ago.
freaked out.
Yeah, I shaved the back of my
Is your
head.
mom going to
It
do
looked
that?
really great. It was very stylish and it was in at the time. People were really doing that style. But people came to come and talk to me like, are you sure everything's okay?
everything all right? So you
This whole midlife crisis conversation came up like 3 times. I was like, you know what? I'm going to start wearing wigs.
Wow.
Mike
So,
looks like
yeah,
the guy who
did-
would braid his hair if he could.
I got to talk about one day. I go soon break this machine. You be like play all this. One day you see blood on this breakfast.
Oh,
They say,
wow.
I say that's my milk blood. They was worrying.
Oh,
But I
wow.
braided my hair before now.
You
I'll
did?
show you
I get them
pictures.
before, not before.
Wow. Wow.
This guy. So
Wow, my
there's
dear.
a kind of midlife crisis that comes after you're married. They have it like, man,
Yeah.
this,
Yeah,
God,
exactly.
I think I married too early. I've had 2 or 3 friends tell me
Yeah.
this just in the past week.
That is
Yeah.
true.
I have
That is
2 or 3 friends.
Yeah.
And you know, you see something about this life. I say, live at every point in time. Live to the fullest that you can.
Sure.
Yeah.
It is not
Sure.
harmful to
Sure.
anybody.
Sure.
It shouldn't be harmful to anybody. Just live
Yeah.
your life to the fullest.
Yeah.
But I wish we could talk more about it.
Yeah.
We might continue the second.
I think we should.
Yeah.
We just have to take this break. There's a lot more to come.
Just take it easy. No drastic decisions.
No
people.
white, gold, and silver, or brown hair.
If you want to do it, just do it, guys. Just do it.
What a day. Now, we shouldn't have had that conversation about midlife crisis and the senior producer because he has given me the arduous task of being in the kitchen, which is not somewhere I'm very comfortable being. But it's okay because I am with Chef Adishola.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And you're from Criminal Cakes, yes?
Yes.
So first off, I see everything we're doing here. We've got a mixer, we've got eggs, we've got flour and all. What are we doing exactly?
Red velvet cake.
Red velvet cake.
Cake, yes.
Okay, so I love cakes and I really would like to see this entire process. I have never in my life made any, so
cake.
thankfully you're here today to show us exactly how this process goes. So what should we know? How do we get started this morning?
Okay, so this morning we are starting with the baking first, the mixing.
Okay.
Then we'll bake the cake.
Okay, all right. So,
So
do
I'll
you
be
want to start
starting
that
with it.
process already?
Yes. So we have what we need here. So we are starting with the room temperature unsalted butter.
Okay, unsalted.
Yes. So the mixer.
Everything goes inside the mixer.
No, not at once. It's a gradual process. Yes.
Ooh,
Sorry.
Don't worry, I got you. I got you. I got you. Eggs. I've never been able to crack eggs well in my entire life. I always get the shell in it. So maybe you're going to teach me how to
How
do
to
that.
do that today, yes.
But
Teach us.
room temperature,
Temperature,
just so
yes.
it's not too,
So that the
hard when
batter doesn't get crumbled. You don't
Okay.
have crumbled batters.
Okay.
Everything goes well in it.
And I guess we're gonna have
Even the eggs, everything in room temperature.
room temperature.
Yes.
Okay. This is heavy machinery. I shouldn't be operating it because last night was a very heavy night.
Nice. Wow.
Okay. So we mixed that up already.
Yes, we'll mix that up already.
Okay. And then what goes in next after that?
Sugar. We have our sugar here already measured. We have our flour here already measured.
So what we need to talk about measurements. What kinds of measurements exactly? How many cups of sugar? How many cups of flour?
We actually use grams. This is
Okay.
like 500 grams of sugar.
All right.
Then we have this 450 grams of flour
All right.
already measured. Then we have our vanilla flavor.
Okay. All right, let's stop that for a minute so they can
Okay.
hear everything that we're saying. So
Okay.
once again, you said that was how many grams?
This is 500 grams of flour,
500 grams of
sugar.
Of sugar.
Then we have 450 grams
450
of flour.
grams of flour.
Yes. Then we have cocoa powder here.
Cocoa powder.
Yes.
Well, it's red velvet. Why are we putting cocoa in it?
That's the origin of the cake.
Okay.
There's always cocoa powder
bit
in
of
it.
cocoa.
It gives it a very nice flavor.
So where's the red? What makes it red?
This.
Ah, velvet. Okay.
Yes.
So is it a taste or just the color?
The taste, the color.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
That's
what
what
goes in there next after we're done?
Sugar.
With sugar.
Yes.
And
Then after sugar, we had our eggs gradually
okay.
into it. Then we had our flavor into it.
But in my experience, red velvet never lasts. It doesn't last as
Yes,
long.
it doesn't last long. It takes
Yeah.
like 3 days because no preservative. Yes, and it has buttermilk in it.
Okay.
So it doesn't last long. It's best consumed 3 days.
3 days and then you
Yes.
add. Is there anything I can add to it to make it keep longer? Like a bit of.
Like refrigerating it.
I can't add that? Okay, anyhow.
So like refrigerating it.
If you want to see the ingredients, we're going to have them on your screen real
Screen,
quick.
okay.
So that you guys can see them, maybe write them down. We have them there now. Salt, eggs, flour, a bit of sugar,
Sugar, butter, buttermilk,
cocoa powder, unsalted butter, and frosting whipped cream.
Yes.
You're going to also be, you know,
covering, frosting it. Yes.
Please, can I do that?
Yes, you
I
can.
would love to do that. I want to do that. I've always been a fan of how it's done. I like, you know, the whole, you know, mechanism of everything that's done there.
Yes, you
so
can.
we have our butter now. We're gonna go. We're gonna proceed with our
our sugar.
Sugar.
Yes, after sugar, we are going to add the egg gradually, one at a time.
Okay.
Yes.
And then when does the flour go in there?
The flour goes in last. That's flour and buttermilk goes in last.
Okay. All right. Well, that's very interesting. No need to add any water?
No.
So no water?
No water.
Ah, my
The
friend.
buttermilk acts as the liquid in it.
So what kind of milk exactly? Just any kind of milk? Powder milk, or just we need skimmed milk, or what now?
No, full cream milk.
Full cream
Yes,
milk.
we use full cream milk.
We're gonna have full cream milk in there.
Yes.
Okay.
But a little bit of vinegar, that makes it buttercream. Buttermilk.
The vinegar, that doesn't help preserve it in any way.
It does.
Vinegar
a little
does,
bit.
just a little
yes,
bit.
but because it's buttermilk, it gets bad on time. So just 3 days.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, I know you guys can't wait to see us get started. We are going to get started in just about a bit with all the mix and everything. So you guys just hang in there. You have the ingredients already, so don't you worry. By the time you come back, we'll have been done with the mix and all. But Titi's got a very interesting discussion about to commence on the couch, so let's let her take it away already.
All right, thanks, Mazino. By the way, you are looking dashing in that apron. What?
I like it.
What? Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, let's shift our mind away from that obviously very sweet delicacy that's being prepared. We are going straight to motivation. Glory Edozian is a LinkedIn visibility coach and lead consultant at the Inspired by Glory Academy. Now, she teaches mid-level career women how to build visibility and, of course, establish thought leadership on LinkedIn. Now, that recognition they deserve, eventually they will get it. They will earn more and climb the corporate ladder as long as they listen. She is the founder of a first-of-its-kind digital-enabled community for career women, and she's going to be talking about how to use visibility to climb up the corporate ladder. Welcome back, Glory.
Yay! I'm excited to be here.
It's always a pleasure having a conversation with you, and I actually have been taking notes. I've been following some of your instructions, and hopefully I'll get there.
That's what I would like to hear.
Everyone wants to get promoted. Everyone is looking for a promotion of some kind. But there are a few that just feel maybe going to the office and just getting there on time and leaving when they're supposed to leave is enough to eventually get that promotion. So is this fact or fiction?
Well, it really depends on what you want to achieve in your career. So I know that, for example, some people are like, look, at this point in my career, I want to lay low. I just want to have my kids. And then when I have my kids, I can now go into acceleration. So I always think it's about the individual and what they want. However, if you are just doing your job and you think that that's going to get you promoted, it's false. What actually gets you promoted is when you demonstrate you have the capacity to do more than what you're currently being paid for.
Okay. Now, let me think about, let's think about the average banker, someone who is a bank teller, someone you see at the teller when you enter the bank, right? How is visibility going to help a bank teller? I mean, she's there every day, you know, just dispensing cash, taking checks, signing, stamping. What exactly is going to help her right now?
So I guess for that bank teller, it's about saying, where do I want to go next? Do I want to be a teller for the next 5 years? Whatever it is. And then if you say, okay, maybe I want to move into the marketing department. So that's a career goal. The next thing you need to see is, the people that move to marketing, what are the visibility strategies they are using? You see, in every sector, there are visibility secrets. There are people who are being visible. So investigate. See what strategies they are using. The next thing you need is probably a mentor or a career sponsor. And that's the real thing about visibility. So the difference between a mentor and a sponsor is a mentor will advise you. A sponsor will advocate for you in rooms you cannot enter. And when you are visible, you attract a sponsor.
Okay, so now, a sponsor has nothing to do with money, right?
No, not at all.
Okay, so this has to do with just making sure your name is brought up in places where people of power are speaking. How do you find that kind of person?
So most sponsors find you.
Oh,
so this
okay.
is why you have to be visible, because a sponsor is literally, leveraging their social capital and influence to see you succeed.
Okay.
So they're not going to give that social capital to anyone.
Okay.
They're going to make sure that this person, whoever they're going to give it to, is someone who is worthy of it. So if you can identify people in your organization that have influence, that people listen to, and then start building visibility to them or with them, start showcasing your work to them, start telling them about your career ambitions and why you deserve those opportunities. That's how you can start to build the sponsor relationship.
Okay, so this has nothing to do with social media or TV. Being visible is actually literally being seen in this case, right?
Yes.
So how can someone who is in one small cubicle amongst maybe 20 cubicles on the same floor, how is that person going to be more visible?
So it's really about, first of all, understanding who are the people, who are the stakeholders that influence your career trajectory, right? And then building visibility to those people. So I remember in my career, I had this job, but I wanted more. And where I was working and where I wanted to be, honestly, was 20 years apart. It was very far. So what I started doing was saying, who are the people that are doing the things I want to do? I started going to conferences, events where they are, meetings where they were in, started talking to them, started understanding the visibility strategies they were using to advance their career. So it's kind of like copying, but in the right way, until you become, connecting with those people and letting them let you know about opportunities.
Okay, so when does it transition from just being visible to eye service? Because, a lot of these bosses, it's not easy to just be in their space, be in their world. You don't want to come off as if you're pestering people. So how do you go about that?
So visibility is about showcasing value. Eye service is about trying to curry favor by carrying bags. What your boss is saying. It's not quite the right thing, but you say, yes, boss, keep on going, boss. But then behind the scenes, you are insulting them. So visibility is really about showcasing value. It's not about carrying bags. It's not about trying to curry favor. And if you're going to get a real sponsor who has influence, they will spot it easily. They will know the difference between eye service. They may even allow you to keep on with the eye service thing because they might be enjoying it, but then that's not going to give you real opportunities.
Okay, so now some people might beg to differ on that in this particular instance, because man, they've carried a lot of handbags or briefcases, they've opened a few doors for guys, and then the guys remember them. Possibly, in some cases they might get tips, they might be sent on errands that other people won't be sent on. So is that a sign when the boss is, asking you to do more work? Is that a sign that you're being more visible?
So what kind of work is he asking you to do? So let's say, for example, you're trying to position for a CEO of an organization, but your boss is always seeing you and telling you to take the minutes.
Okay.
Is that the visibility, or they are telling you to go and buy lunch? Do you understand? So you need to be strategic. There's visibility that, yes, you are being seen, but you're not being seen in the right way.
Okay.
Your capabilities are not being seen. Everybody may know your name, but when they're in the meetings discussing, they think, what does Glory really do here? Oh, she buys lunch. Oh, she's a nice person. That's not going to get you the promotions.
Okay. So what will get me the promotions? What is that extra edge I need?
So it's about understanding, first of all, what is my unique value? Where are the things I do excellently? And then going above and beyond that. So say, for example, you want to become a COO, and right now maybe you are in a team. What are the leadership qualities of a COO, right? How can I demonstrate that? How can I demonstrate that? Because what you are doing now, you're already getting paid for it.
Okay.
To get a promotion, you have to show that you are 2 steps ahead, right? And it's about demonstrating that. So you have to do research. You have to understand, what are the skills I need to demonstrate now? Who can help me by way of advice, not necessarily currying favor, and speaking for me and speaking up about my attributes in rooms I cannot enter. So those are a few things you could do.
Glory, in fact, your insight is always so appreciated. Please, if you have questions, any of you online, just ask Glory. Just use our hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC, and we will be tagging each other with responses. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, then, we have to take a quick break, but there's still so much more right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
That's the Petoid Beetle. Now, the Petoid Beetle is quite a very interesting robot. You don't have to know code to program that particular robot. That means that it's a kind of what you see is what you get. You know, now people design websites without any single knowledge of coding, so you can actually program a robot without any single knowledge of code. And that's what you do with the Petoid 3D. All that needs to be done is to download the code via your phone or Bluetooth, and then you actually send the instructions you want to that little robot in 3D, and the robot gets to do what exactly you want to do. So hey, come on, the future is here. I know a number of you would not want, I mean, after seeing movies like iRobot, especially iRobot, you're thinking about it, will robots take over from human beings? Well, we have to find a way, or the easier way actually, for robots and human beings to coexist. That's what is happening now. Your phone is a robot actually, so hey, come on, it's here to stay. That is what AI is now, okay? The Petoid robot, okay? Let's take a look at the next video we have. Tech Monday is back. Let's take a look at the next video that we have.
See if I can keep this going now with this thing on there. If you watch up close, you can see it's actually stopping the ball from rolling in on my hand.
Something just really blew my mind a minute ago when I was getting in the car to drive up to the store. I reached over and just grabbed the key with my right hand with my device and turned it on. Oh yeah. Now if that ain't magic, I don't know what is.
That's amazing.
Now, over the weekend, I had a discussion with somebody, and we're talking about creative technology. I'm very, very passionate when it comes to creative technology, technology that can help make life better for people who are probably disabled or were born with some sort of impairment. And that is what this prosthetic finger does. It takes signals from your brain straight to your hands. Now, like he said in that particular video, he just thought about it, and what normally his hand would do instinctively, that is how he reached out with the prosthetic arm. And look, man, this is, for me, this is about the best use of technology, where it gets to help somebody. I mean, it could be a war veteran, someone who lost his limbs, you know, your arms, your legs, and all of that. Look, you can live a full life, and of course, that's thanks to technology. So this prosthetic device is one that really gets me passionate and excited. I love this, and I love technology. Okay, let's check out what we have next. Now, which female presenter on Wake Up Nigeria do you think will be more akin to that particular chair? Is it Titi, Mary, or Tokwe? What do you think? Let's know on social media. I would say Titi off my head, just very straight, hey? But come on, have you seen the movie Three Idiots? A simple machine, that's what that needs, that rocking neat chair. Okay, let me put it that way, or neat rocking chair. You just rock on the chair and it gets like, look at it, you get to see that. Now, because of a simple mechanism, now that's what a machine is. I remember the definition of a machine in Three Idiots, anything that makes your job easier, and that's what this does. You rock on the chair, and with the simple levers, you know, and as you can see there, the crank wheel and all of that, it gets to knit while you're just taking a chill, chilling rocking, you know. Like I said, I think Titi will love it, but let's know which of the females you think. Well, maybe Mazino might just like it. I don't know, but hey, come on. That's it. The rocking knit chair, whichever way that you want to put it together. I love technology again. All right, let's check out. We have one more video for you to check out this Monday morning. Now this is one that very many people will be scared of, you know, when it comes to talk about putting chips in the body or something like that, but these are tattoos that you can use to interact with your immediate environment. I know a number of people are very scared about this one, very, very scared. Somebody who I think will definitely not be scared. Mazino, if you were given an option, let's say you had to put a chip in your body in such a way that it can interact with your bank, maybe your bank account, maybe a chef, if you wanted to order some kind of cake or something and you could do it just via, this is not a cheaper tattoo actually, but I know.
I don't know about that, man. It's one thing when you can use a card and if it's stolen, it's okay. It's another thing when somebody proposes to steal my entire hand because they want to get access to my bank details. No, thank you.
Some people, but I don't remember this, but some people did it with watches. They'll take off your hand just because of a watch.
Well,
but
that's why, see, look, no watch. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right, okay. My son doesn't wear watches, but I actually do. So you can ask me for time. Don't worry about it. That's all on tech for this Monday morning. Let's check out how far Mazino has gone with the kitchen.
Yes, indeed. How far have we gone inside of the kitchen? What we've done right now is we've made our special mix here. We've made butter mix. We used some milk, is it?
Milk, vinegar.
Yes. Just in case you're having problem finding buttermilk. Buttermilk. You can make yours. And it's red already. So what did we add in there? We had a special...
the red powder.
Red powder.
That's red velvet powder.
Red velvet powder.
Yes.
Okay. So we put that in there. It looks all blood red and everything, but it's safe. It's not blood.
It's edible.
We're going to put that into our mix, which we were mixing during the break.
So we had just butter and sugar in it.
Butter and sugar's gone in there already.
So we're adding the eggs.
We're going to add the eggs. How many eggs are we putting in it? 4 eggs, after which the buttermilk goes in.
Yes, and the flour.
And then we now
alternate it, flour and buttermilk, flour and butter.
We keep doing that, just little by little. Okay. What else did we do? Vinegar is easy to find anywhere, isn't it? So that one you can just get anywhere. When is the cocoa going in, though?
It's going into the dry ingredients.
Into the dry ingredients. Okay.
That's the flour.
Okay. All right. So after we're done with that mix, you guys are going to catch us somewhere in the middle of this. But let's take a look at the ingredients once again on your screens. If you take a look at these, a very easy to come by items: salt, eggs, flour, sugar, buttermilk, cocoa powder, unsalted butter, frosting, whipped cream, which is the best part, which I want to actually be a big part of. And she has promised that I am definitely going to be part of that process because I really love it. I'm a very artsy person. I think that is art.
Okay.
I'm going to mess it up, though, but just allow me.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys just stick around. I'm sure we can use the mix in just about a bit, but let's already put the eggs in there. Okay. Yes. Put the eggs. How many eggs do we have there?
4.
Okay, we can't turn that on now because it's going to affect our microphone and everything. Okay. But I want us to crack the eggs already.
Okay.
If you can. All right, great. You have to teach me to do this because I keep getting shells in my eggs each time I crack it. You know, I don't know how to do it well.
Okay, maybe you do the last one.
Oh, Jesus, the pressure. What do I do? How do I crack it? What
can we have...
My hands are clean, don't worry, guys. That one? No, it's not strong enough. I don't think it is. But that special thing you guys do when you just hit it by the side of the plate.
Yes.
I'm not even going to try. Oh, Jesus, help. Oh, please, no shells. Yes, no shells.
Wow, you did it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Now, no need to whisk it because
no, because we're adding it gradually.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let's put it in there already. Oh, gradually.
No, gradually, yes. One after the other.
Okay, one after the other. All right. Tell you what, we're going to start with that already, but do stay tuned. We've got the next hour coming through, and then we're going to show you the entire process from after mixing to decorating to finished product. If you guys just stick around, it's going to be a very, very interesting one for you. So, hey, let's already try and kickstart the next hour, and I'll just wash my hands and join them over at the couch, and let's get that started. Let's already go on. Oh yes, welcome back. It's the second hour, and if Plan A didn't work, well, the alphabet has 25 more letters, is what they say, and that's what we are all about. We have Plan A, Plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O,
okay, we get it. You know your alphabet.
Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Wow. And a lot more for every single situation. Welcome to the second hour of your premium breakfast show on TV, Wake Up Nigeria.
Indeed.
Now, much is said about what we do, and many have tried to replicate what we're about. But you know, if it isn't the real thing, then it can't be the real deal. Talking about that, some say if your dream doesn't scare you, then they're not
It's
big
not big enough. Exactly. So dream big. Everyone should be reaching for the stars and soar higher. It's too much motivation for a Monday. Hey, just do it. Very often a change of self is needed more than a change of sense. Find a way to renew yourself, even if it's called midlife crisis. It doesn't matter. And who knows more about midlife crisis than Mike? He's in the kitchen right now.
Wow, Mike, are you really gonna let this go?
You better say, you're even tired of your own. I'm actually at a loss as to what Malina has done here. Don't say, I just think, this is not how you're supposed to put this one.
It's okay. Quality assurance.
How we do share?
Yes, you're fine.
I hope we'll find out there's still quite a lot to do.
Yes.
All right, wonderful. We'll get to this later.
Now, we've been having such a swell time with you, and hopefully throughout the entire week we will be as well. My name is Titilayo Oyinso.
Yes, indeed, and my name is Mazino Appeal. We have a show carefully curated for your viewing pleasure. Remember, you can use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of this beautiful show, the best one on Nigerian television.
You can also watch us live from absolutely anywhere across the world. Just use your mobile app and download it from either Google Play or iOS. Now, for what's left on the show.
Ajogu Boluwatife Vincent is known popularly and professionally as Major AJ. He is an Afro-mixed Nigerian songwriter, pianist, and drummer. His love for music started from a very early age and in church choir. He's done hip-hop genre, Afrobeat, and everything. He'll be performing his song, Come With Me If You Want to Live. No, actually, it's called Terminator.
Now, Cart Deals was founded in 2014 by Oladuni Ayoride, and they've carved a niche for themselves in the fashion industry in Lagos and across the country as a whole. Now, it started with a meager amount of 16,000 naira. Later on, you're going to find out how she was able to build this business and make it what it is today. She'll be joining us on SME. Alrighty then.
I saw 250 million naira there.
Yeah.
You guys started it this Monday now with all the plenty motivation you're giving us.
Yeah, I felt very motivative today.
Yes,
So give us some words of wisdom.
I'll think of something real quick. I'll think of something. But, yeah. What was
Midlife,
that
we said we're going to continue.
you want to continue?
No,
with that?
I actually don't want to continue
Because
that,
it's too
guys.
close to
The
home.
daggers were just,
Okay.
But there was something trending this morning. Shay is trending this morning.
Oh.
Shay and reality
So,
show.
reality show. You see,
She's a judge on a very well-known international reality show that's come back to Nigeria and is auditioning singers right now. Let's just put it that way.
and so you see, so she called out a contestant in very harsh tones, which I don't mind, because you see, a lot of us, for me, I feel like one of the greatest motivations is rejection. When you see somebody, and because the person is your friend, you now go, hey, you are the best, number one. Meanwhile, you are number 20. No, at times you need to tell people the truth, and maybe you could make them number one.
You never know.
When they stand up and they say, okay, this is what it is, tell me exactly how it is. And I would rather someone tell me exactly how it is than someone try to gas me up and try to make me feel
So I see what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying. However, I'm not altogether with what she said to the young man.
Okay,
this guy is 17 years old, by the way. Now, if you follow this guy on his social media handle, you would actually admit that this guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe what he needed was a nudge, not a slap. What she did was try to be Simon Cowell on the American version of the show. And I thought that was a bit too much. If you see the reaction of people after that,
what she said,
also kind of like,
until you two did.
Yeah, it was a bit too much. But she had points, but But in any case,
if you're old enough, you'll know this term. It's not working for me.
Narf.
You remember that term?
I remember that
Yeah,
one.
I heard that in 2008. And now it's working.
What have you not done, Titi?
Now it's working for you, Nana. Where you at?
We will be right back to stay tuned. Welcome, second hour once again, and let's do the news, starting everything off. Now we begin in Nigeria with the ongoing investigation into the reported attack and attempted murder of the governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom. A special investigation task force set up by the Inspector General of Police, IGP Mohammed Adamu, has arrived in Makurdi, the Benue State capital. The team, led by DCP Abakiari, consists of operatives of the Tactical Investigation Unit of the Force Intelligence Bureau and other experienced crack detectives with specialized competencies in crime scene investigation and reconstruction, ballistics, fingerprint analysis, and other core areas of forensics. The team is expected to take over and consolidate all ongoing investigation into the incident. Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police has charged the team to be professional and thorough and also clinical in their investigation. They are expected to liaise and work with the Benue State Police Command and other relevant members of the law enforcement community to ensure that they deliver on their mandate. And still on security, in its bid to combat crime, operatives of the Nigerian Police Force have arrested 16 suspects in connection with a series of violent attacks and unprovoked attacks on security operatives and facilities in some states of the Federation, particularly in the southeastern part of Nigeria. This was contained in a statement signed by the Force Public Relations Officer CP Frankumba, who says the arrest is an outcome of painstaking efforts by operatives of the Nigeria Police working in the collaboration with their counterparts from the Nigerian Army and the Nigerian Air Force in aims to bring to justice persons responsible for the emerging trend on attacks on security personnel. The suspects were arrested in various parts of the country following sustained and intelligence-driven sting operations. A total of 9 AK-47 rifles, 5 other sophisticated firearms, 17 AK-47 magazines, 549 AK-47 live ammunition, 10 improvised explosive devices, camouflaged bulletproof vests, walkie-talkies and other incriminating items were recovered from the suspects. Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, has reiterated that the force will not tolerate any further attack on its personnel or any citizen by any individual or group under any guise whatsoever. He stressed that no murderer will go unpunished. In Borno, the transmission company of Nigeria, TCN, said that 2 towers along the Damaturu-Maiduguri 330 kV transmission line have again been vandalized by insurgents. This is coming a few days after the transmission company of Nigeria made concerted efforts to restore power to Maiduguri, the Borno state capital, 2 months after the first incident. The incident, which occurred at about 5:59 or rather 5:56 a.m. earlier yesterday, again cut power supply to Maiduguri and its environs. This time, the insurgents chain-bombed 2 other towers, the T-152 and T-153 along the same line. TCN says it will continue to do all that it can to ensure power supply is restored to the affected areas. And that's it for news this second hour. Talking about performance, we have a performer in the studio here with us today, Ajogu Boluwatife Vincent. He's known popularly as, Major Hey J. He's an Afro-mix Nigerian songwriter and pianist, and today we have him in here. He's going to be making a performance for his track Terminator. And Hey J, or rather Major Hey J, it's fantastic to have you here with us today.
Yeah, it's so nice to be here, man. It's a pleasure.
Yes. Now, exactly why Terminator? Is it born out of the Terminator series, or what exactly?
Yo, man, no, like, the Terminator is a very determined guy. So it's like a love song telling the girl, like, she keeps on killing me. She's killing me like Terminator. So
okay,
that's just what
whatever
it's about.
you say, it's so good.
Yeah.
Let's let you take it away. We can't wait to see you perform.
Yes.
Hey, Jill, with the boy like, yeah. Terminator, my me gon' be Terminator. Make man high like elevator, bust my brain on red. Hi baby, I'm AJ. I'm on LA, what's up? I know you met a lot of guys, but I ain't like none of them. And baby, would you drop that body for me? If your body Joe, go ya fuck or see. Baby, don't dull me, please. Without you, I know go feel free. Cause of you, I go handle. Any man come, I go turn Django. Any man shoot, I go turn Rambo. Cause of my love for you. Cause of you, I go Kano. Any man come, I go turn Django. Any man shoot, I go turn Rambo. Cause of my love for you. And you, gon' be Terminator. Knock man eye like elevator. Bust my brain on rare occasions. Terminator. Me gon' be Terminator. Knock man eye like elevator. Bust my brain on rare occasions. Say love is blind, oh. I know if you see again. To the quest TV, wonder, no. I don't fall in love. You bad girl, my girl, you bad girl. To the quick, Kylie Jenner, no. I don't fall in love with you. Your body make a man go crazy. If you get a point, better no fit late. Maybe girl, you bust my brain. I no go even mind till they wash your plate. Whether not the Rari orange. It's all yours, people to your taste. And everything you want, girl, you got it. Cause of you, I go Kano. Any man come, I go turn Django. Any man shoot, I go turn Rambo. Cause I'm alive for you. Cause of you, I go Kano. Any man come, I go turn Django. Any man shoot, I go turn Rambo. Cause I'm alive for you. And you family. Terminator, me gon' be Terminator. Knock man eye like elevator. Bust my brain on rare occasions. Terminator, me gon' be Terminator. Knock man eye like elevator. Bust my brain on rare occasions. Terminator, me gon' be Terminator. Knock man eye like elevator. Bust my brain on rare occasions. Terminator, me gon' be Terminator. Knock man eye like elevator. Bust my brain on rare occasions.
Timmy J.
Thank you for staying with us. It's SME Monday. Today we're talking with Cat Deals, established in 2014. They've carved a niche for themselves in the fashion industry in Lagos and the country as a whole. The company, which started with just 16,000 naira, has grown to an estimated net worth of 250 million. Yes, as at date. Now let's find out more from Ola Ayorinde as she joins us this morning. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm good.
I hope we didn't get to wake you up so early this morning.
Not really.
But it's great to have you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, this is the very first one I want to... We've heard stories like this quite a number of times, and a number of people tend to want to find loopholes in stories like this. Did you really start this company with 16,000 naira?
Absolutely, I did.
And it's worth 250 million now.
Absolutely.
How does that? How does one scale up? How is that even possible?
Well, it wasn't an easy journey. I started when I was 7. I was a youth corper.
Okay.
So I started with 16,000 naira, and well, to God be the glory. We are here today.
Let's break it down.
Okay.
What did you use that 16,000 naira to do?
Okay.
As a youth corper, 16,000 naira in your hand. I mean, come on. If I go to one restaurant in the VIA or something, that money is gone. But you decided to start. What did you do with 16,000
Okay,
naira?
the first thing I did was to go to Lagos Island.
Okay.
So I got some blouses and chain. That was how I actually basically started. Then after a while, I made some money and I went online to some e-commerce sites.
Okay.
Not in Nigeria. And I imported more clothes.
Okay.
And I started turning the money over with my stipend. I was collecting my alawi.
Okay.
You know, so that was how I kept growing.
Now, in the fashion business, for a lot of startups, one thing that they have a problem with is credit. Or not, well, credit means business, something else. Or when people owe them and all of that, you know, you have a client, someone says, okay, I'll pay back at the end of the month and all of that. Did you actually get to go through that particular challenge? And how did you, as a person, how did you surmount that particular challenge?
Okay, I actually didn't go through that challenge because I had a lot about that.
Okay.
So if you wanted to buy anything from my store, that means you were ready with your funds.
So if somebody was going to say, okay, I'll pay you are not going to sell?
No.
Wow. Okay, and then you moved up from all of that. When you started importing and all of that,
yeah.
and all of that. What particular challenge did you actually encounter when it came to importation of goods?
Okay, delivery one, then exchange rate was the second thing. Though it was still better than it is now. So we had to manage the delivery of products because it took a while before they got in here to Nigeria. Then the exchange rate wasn't really friendly. But at least it was better then.
And it's going higher.
Yeah.
So how have you been? So how do you stay relevant in this particular industry with the exchange rate going higher, and you're still importing goods? But now, do you still import goods?
Yes, but basically we produce now.
You produce now, and that's
Yes.
what I actually wanted to talk about now. Innovation in business. How important is innovation when it comes to the livelihood of a business?
Well, you have to keep growing. You don't have to be stagnant. You have to look for ways to continue to improve your business. So it's it's the soul of a business. Innovation.
Innovation.
Being
Now,
innovative.
when was the first time you created your own product?
That was in 2014, but I didn't get it right.
Okay.
That was the production of bags.
Okay.
So I didn't get it right back then. Customers were always complaining about the quality of the bag, so I had to go travel down myself to pick my fabrics, the leather of what I actually wanted. So since then, I've gotten it right in that aspect.
Exactly. So feedback was a very important thing that helped you here.
Absolutely.
Now that's something that many business owners might not, especially online vendors these days. Feedback is something that they found they found at. What's the word you tell to an intending business owner when it comes to the importance of feedback in business?
Probably because I've worked in a corporate environment before, customer care, customer service to be particular. Feedback is very, very important because it helps you to improve on every aspect of the business. Every aspect. So you listen to your customers, the complaints, the issues that customers are having, and you try as much as possible to resolve it. It's only when customers give you feedback that you can grow your business, that you know what and what. You can't see every aspect of the business. So it's their feedback that is relevant to your business.
To your business. Wonderful. Now, after the bags and all that, your business has grown. You've produced other things. What are the other things that you've moved into?
Production of lipsticks.
Lipsticks, okay.
Yeah.
I heard you have something quite remarkable and quite ingenious when it comes to the lipstick. It's made with powder or something?
Yeah. It's called powdered lipstick.
The powder lipstick. How did that idea come about?
Okay, so we wanted something unique, something different, something that can serve other purposes. Okay, so it's basically lipstick, but it can be applied as blush, eyeliner, eyeshadow.
Okay, so it's one product fits all. One product fits all. That's actually what it is. Was this driven out of what the market wants, or because you felt like, okay, I have a passion for this and all of that, and let me just get this out?
Okay, it was driven out of what the market wants, actually. People have complained of lipstick being... Okay, people have complained about lipsticks being staining their bags and a couple of other things, and they don't want to carry a lot of things, a lot of makeup in their bags and all of that. So we intended to come up with something that can serve multi-purposes.
And I like it that you started with bags, like we're seeing in this video now, and then you had to go to other products that surround, that go around it, so thereby building an empire. So bags, lipsticks, clothes. What else do you have around it? Okay, clothes also.
Yeah, female trendy clothes. So what I'm wearing was made by Ola.
All right. So basically, it's just all about the women.
Yes.
Why are you bouncing those out now? why do I mean, no, those women matter. I mean, I know it's women's month, yeah. But the men also. Or we are the ones that buy for the women, or what?
Absolutely. I've tried a couple of things, a couple of products for men.
You've tried them before?
Yes, I've tried them before.
And what happened with that? How did that go?
My husband ended up wearing everything.
Talk to me. So we don't buy things for ourselves, or what? Why so? Did you get to find out why that's the case?
That was the experience. That was the experience. So I'm not good at producing stuff for men to sell.
I like this. You were saying something. So you're actually finding out what you are actually good at. So you're not saying that the problem is in the market, but you have some strengths, and you're actually leveraging on that particular strength that you have.
Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. So moving forward now, how far, what next? What can we look? 5 years, 10 years projection. How far cut deals? What do we see?
10 years projection, we want every Nigerian, every African to have a product in their household that comes from cut deals. It could be jean. Our jean is coming very soon. All our luxury denim. Bag, footwear, kiddies items. Every household in Nigeria needs to have a product from our store.
Why do you want every household to have a product? Why?
Because Cardios has to be a household name.
And a lot of it now is based online, right? People can order online and all that.
Yeah.
Just
we have
with
a
this
physical
one,
store.
you have a physical store, but you also have an online store.
Yeah.
With the way Nigeria is set up now, which one drives your business more, the online store or the physical store?
Both, actually, because people want to see the products.
Okay.
They want to
so if
see
they go online and want to order, they want to actually come there and say...
And pick up.
And pick up.
Yeah.
What particular challenges have you experienced when it comes to online shopping or online sales?
Delivery. Logistics. Yeah.
Wow.
Logistics.
And how have you been able to surmount that challenge?
Okay, we keep trying. Basically, we have had to change a couple of our logistics company a couple of times because they end up not delivering in time and all of that, but we are still trying.
Have you ever thought about starting your own logistics company?
We actually have Cardios Express.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wow, quite interesting. So that was born out of a necessity to because of something the market was lacking. Like you said, other companies, they could not step up to the plate,
exactly.
Right?
We had a very difficult time delivering our products to our customers. That was how Cardios Express actually came to play. Not a business that I intended to go into.
To go into.
Yeah.
So that brings this home that necessity is actually the mother of invention.
Absolutely.
And that was how you're able to invent all of that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So you also, with that logistics company, you also deliver for other. You deliver for other companies also.
Yes, we do.
So it's not just exclusive to car deals and all of that. It's a wonderful story you have here. 16,000. Wow. I have more than 16,000. How do I do? So, well, to some people now, let's round up with this. To some people now who have some sort of money and they feel is not enough, how would you encourage such a person that, look, hey, tomorrow you can actually make this from that small thing that you have?
Yeah, you can actually start with what you have. When I was starting out, I read a book that says, start with what you have. You don't have to wait for all the millions to come before you start a business or you start whatever you wish to. Start with what you have. So when I started out, I couldn't sell online. We didn't have, it wasn't the age of Instagram and all. So I had there were other e-commerce sites that I could sell on. So start with what you have, as little as it is.
Start with what you have. Ola, thank you so much. This was quite an inspiring and enlightening session with you. Mazino has been working his hands out. Let me just put it that way. And he has something quite interesting for you online in the kitchen. You might want to check this out. Mazino.
Hey.
Ola, please, can you... let's just...
It would have been okay if you said when I was working out. It's okay because...
Okay, this way, please.
We have tirelessly been working at making this masterpiece. I have to employ... Oh, madam.
Welcome.
Welcome.
All right, so that's your seat right there.
Please. Be careful now, all two of you.
We are.
There you go. You good?
Or possibly three.
Okay. So I had to enlist her help because this was such an arduous task.
Wow.
We made some velvet cake with Chef Adeshola here with us. She is fantastic. Her speed is impeccable. We got this accomplished all here.
Yeah.
With the magic of television, of course. And I can't tell you how we've been like doing this in the kitchen to make sure that we arrived at this just so that you can have a taste of it before you go. 16,000 naira.
Absolutely.
That was your alawi, yeah?
16.
My alawi was actually 20,000. Was it 18 or 20?
What year was this?
2013.
Now
2013. Okay.
Look at that cake. Did you see that cake just now? How colorful it is.
Beautiful.
It looks so tasty as well.
I mean, we did everything from scratch. We made the cream together. We got some biscuit on there, some chocolate. You can't eat the flowers because they are artificial, unless you'd like to try. But this is a masterpiece, and Chef Adeshola, you are just fantastic. And she did it with such poise. She didn't, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to let. She can have.
Yes, of course.
I'm going to let you taste it right now. You're good with sugar, yeah? You can have some sugar?
Yeah.
All right. Let me position that rightly
have
for
a
you.
taste. Mazino, allow her to eat this cake now.
I put some work into this. Please,
let's go.
Tell us what you think about it. I can't wait for you to taste this. It's 50%
invested today.
I know.
So what do you think?
How much would you pay? From your 250 million naira.
This is delicious.
Well, tell you what, it's all yours. You can take it when you're leaving.
Yeah,
I've got more.
But well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
This looks amazing. And in fact, you know, when you're making a cake like this, you're always so worried about decorations, but the inside tastes great.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we have to say a big thank you to everyone.
Everybody, thank you very much for making it through. Thank you very much, Chef Adishala.
Thank you.
We really
Thank you
appreciate
for
that
having
you're
us.
here. And thank you very much, Mike.
Yeah.
We're going to give you some of this cake. Don't worry, there's so much to go around. And also, everybody who's backstage who's going through some midlife crisis, I think this is what you need. It's going to put you in the right frame of mind for the week to start off. Thank you very much.
Benny, let's go.
Tuesday edition.
Tomorrow
Goodbye
morning.
and see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, 7 a.m. people. See ya. Bye.